And the cool thing is, you guys, you don't have to do it alone. And this is an important thing to know. You do not have to have all the answers. And I learned this when I was 11 years old. We were hiking in Nepal. Now, I lived in Saudi Arabia at the time. So when you live in Saudi Arabia, you don't go to Disney World in Florida. You go to Nepal because it's closer. So we were hiking in the Himalayas. And one night, it poured. It just torrential downpour. Next morning, we're hiking along. And I come to this river that is like raging, overflowing, just bloated and white caps and crazy angry river. And as I'm standing there mesmerized by this water, I recognize that there's a bridge under the water, like it's been washed over. And so I turn around to Santee, who was our guide, and he's chatting with a Sherpa who drops his bag and goes jogging up the path towards the village that we just were in. And I said, "Hey, Santee, where are we going?" He said, "We're going this way." And I looked at the river, and I looked at Santee, and I said, "Nuh-uh." And my type A American hotel manager father starts to try to solve it. He's been in Nepal for 3 days. He says, "All right, Santee, we're going to need another bridge." And Santee says, "Well, Mr. Al, there is another bridge. It's about 20 kilometers up the river, and we're going down." "Well, that won't work. That won't work. We're going to need a boat. Give me a boat." "Well, Mr. Al, there is a boat, but it's in the village across the river and down a little bit. We can't get it right now." Now, I'm 11 years old. I'm pretty sure my dad's an idiot already. Now, he's not. He's a really cool guy, but it took me about 30 more years to figure that out. So I'm like done with this conversation, and as I'm walking, kicking rocks up the path, I hear my dad say something about a rope. "We need a rope." And I'm like, good God, this man's going to kill us. And so as I'm walking up the path, I see the Sherpa coming back. And behind him is 2 guys from the village. And behind them are 2 huge, gray, wrinkly elephants. And I did the same thing. I was like, "Oh!" And I looked at Santee. I was like, "Oh!" And he goes, "Yes, Annie, here's your bridge." And it took us about 10 minutes to get on the elephants, across the raging river, and off the elephants to continue on our way. We would never have come up with the elephant idea, right? It's not like, here in the U.S., we're like, "Oh, no problem, raging river, go get an elephant, bada bing, we're across," We wouldn't have thought of that had we not relied on the knowledge of the people who'd been there before and done that before. So make sure you're using your resources. You guys have a great resource here with FBLA. You are making lifelong connections with each other. You guys are going to be peers and colleagues your whole life. The adults that are here, utilize these resources. It's amazing what people will share with you if you say, "Hey, you know what? I'm noodling something, and I know you've got experience with it. Can I buy you a taco and pick your brain?" It's amazing what people will do for tacos, right? Hamburgers, pizza work too, all right? Ask people. Ask for their help. You do not need to walk into these situations knowing all the answers or having to figure them out by yourself. So use those resources.